Disclaimer, this podcast discusses mental health. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you're struggling with your mental health, please remember it's okay to ask for help and seek the appropriate help through a qualified healthcare professional. Welcome back to the podcast where we ask the question, what makes you happy? My name is Jake Pearson, and our guest today is the founder of Healthy High Achievers, and they call themselves a functional medicine certified health coach who helps you reorganize your life in a way that's structured, but also flexible enough so that you can tackle your priorities and still have energy at the end of the day to enjoy your evening. Maya Lombards from Cusco, Peru. How are you?
Hey Jake, I'm doing great. So happy to be here.
I'm very happy to have you on the What Makes You Happy podcast, all the way from Peru as well, which is incredible. How has your day been?
Good. Well, how has your morning been there in Australia?
I just got up. First thing I did, straight to the kettle, cup of coffee, and podcast time. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. No time to do anything else. So thank you for coming on the podcast to share all things that make you happy, Maya. Tell me, what does make you happy?
What makes me ridiculously happy are colorful teacups. I can show you, most people can't see it if they're watching, but I have a blue one today with a little bee on top, and the bee is keeping my tea hot. These things are just, that makes me insanely happy. What else makes me happy? Singing, music, just having that music in your body, in your voice. And I just love it, my life here in Cusco, Peru, when I can just come home, or actually if I work at home, just close my computer and say, okay, what do I feel like today? Do I feel like being social, or do I feel like just hanging on the couch and be spontaneous? No, I don't like having a fully planned out schedule like many people in my home country, Belgium, do have, but I just love that balance between having planned activities but having lots of space for spontaneity.
I love that you use that word, balance. Super important, and I know that that's something I've struggled with as a business owner. I've been a business owner since I was 19, now 25, and it was a big learning curve, balancing work with doing the things that actually gave me happiness. Was that something that you struggle with personally in your past?
Yeah, absolutely, because mostly for my health, it was a very important thing to have balance and to listen to my body. Instead of thinking, okay, I have free time. Okay, let me grab my to-do list and do the next thing on the list, right? But just creating that moment to just, okay, what do I feel like? Do I feel like going for a walk? Do I feel like having some tea?
Yeah, I do this. I do the same. When I go on long drives, I'm like, all right, as bad as it is, I'm like, I allow my mind to just think about all these different possibilities and scenarios, because I can't do work. I can't do anything else, so I can think, right?
Yes.
So, well, now this is an interesting question I want to form to you right now. One of our audience members, they come up to you on the street. They say, Maya, I'm struggling with my happiness. What do you say to them?
I would say, treat yourself. My secret to happiness are these little things, giving myself these little gifts. And we don't do that often enough because we like giving to other people, or we like being busy and productive, but really just pause and like, you know what? I did a great job this week. Maybe I didn't do everything on my to-do list, but I woke up every morning, got things done, and now I deserve a massage. Or I deserve going to my favorite shop and buy myself a new colorful cup. And sometimes we feel so ashamed around that, or selfish. Just treat yourself, give yourself a gift. And that, I think, are these little gems of happiness that you can give yourself.
Beautiful, beautifully said. And just on that, do you think it's worth structuring or knowing at least 3 or 4 things just that you can go and do in different areas of your life at any given moment to treat yourself?
Yes, absolutely. Just know, okay, what do I love doing with my friends? What do I love doing by myself? What do I love doing or giving myself when I feel active and vibrant? Or what do I love when I just feel like snuggling, hanging on the couch? Is it a blanket that will make me happy? Is it that tea? I know for me it is. Just in any situation in life, what can you do for yourself? What can you give to yourself?
Wonderfully said. Maya, thank you so much for coming to share all things that make you happy. We really appreciate your time and insight. We appreciate it. Thanks for listening to the podcast. We hope it gives you something to think about on your quest to discover what makes you happy. Make sure to check out whatmakesyouhappypodcast.com to connect with today's guest and follow us on all our social media platforms and to stay up to date at what's happening next at What Makes You Happy. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend, and we'll see you next time.